Delicious food, strong coffee, and a spot to plug in and play. These are the cafes around Bali Canggu. In this video, I want to share my experience visiting these wonderful cafes around the area. Going to these cafes is like stepping into the Western world for a brief moment, with a warm Balinese welcome. The vibe is laid back, with soft background music. People around are immersed in their devices, often with headphones plugged in, so I did not feel like these cafes are meant for networking or mingling. Chatter noise levels are on the lower end, mindful of the general ambiance. The Wi-Fi is usually good. Lots of power outlets to keep your devices going, coffee on demand to give your brain a boost, and comfy chairs to sit on. And, of course, aircon is a big plus to stave off the heat. This environment is perfect for sinking yourself into a productive mood. These cafes have food and coffee that rival what we have in Sydney. The difference? They do not kick you out if you overstay your welcome. They are laptop friendly, and I did not feel pressured to buy more to stay longer. Well, unless you run out of internet at BWork. BWork Cafe is open every day from 8 AM to 9 PM and is one of the more popular cafes for good reasons. The decor is truly unique, with a library bookshelf theme that lines the wall, and cushions for more casual seating. It's a great place to borrow a book or a tabletop game and just chill on a lazy, rainy Sunday. If you're feeling more productive, the main floor area has a few tables and chairs you can sit at with charging ports available. I really liked this place because of the setting. I felt like I was drawing inspiration from the books and the creative juices were flowing. We were there on a Sunday, so it wasn't too crowded, although I heard it can get packed during the week. One thing to note is you'll get a token for each item you purchase. This token gives you access to Wi-Fi for 90 minutes on 2 devices. Not unreasonable. We ordered Korean rolls for 55k and an iced coffee for 35k. The total came out to 100k because of tax and or a service fee. Taste-wise, it was okay. If you're looking for a palate pleaser, however, head on to Cafe Coach, which is across the street. Cafe Coach is the very definition of cozy and is the smallest one we visited. There are 2 levels, and our host told us upstairs is better for plugging in our laptops. This one is open from 8 AM to 11 PM. The highlight, according to reviews, is the food. We ordered the vegan meatballs for 110k and a mango juice for 45k, and while they were both good, I couldn't taste what all the fuss was about. Watch out for the plus, a 10% tax and a 5% service charge. The internet speed when we checked was really fast. All in all, it was a comfy place to watch the rain and wait for it to go away. Zin is where it all started, the OG. It's open every day from 6:30 AM to midnight and advertises itself as a free co-working cafe. It is a few minutes walk to the beach, perfect if you want to balance work and the beach. The setting is charmingly rustic, a perfect blend of traditional and modern. The 3 main areas are open air, so you will be exposed to the elements, but the fans did a good job of keeping us cool. The focus room was air conditioned and lived up to its name with noise kept to a minimum. Serious business only. We ordered through a QR code and the menu was relatively expensive. We paid 75k for a salmon egg croissant and 33k for a coconut latte. The croissant was okay and the coffee was way too sweet for me. All I could taste was sugar. Overall, I think that Zin is a good laptop-friendly cafe if you want to be close to the beach. Otherwise, there are other cafes that have better food and coffee and are quieter and cheaper. It's worth mentioning that the cafe is part of Zin World, and they have hotels, a cafe, and a fitness center on offer, with discounts if you participate in their ecosystem. If you're looking for an all-in-one facility, it might be worth having a look. The 3 cafes we covered are closer to the beach, and it's worth mentioning that they command a higher price. The next 3 will be further inland, less expensive, without compromising on the quality. Miel is open from 7 AM to 7 PM every day and advertises itself as co-working on Google. This cafe prides itself in offering a specialty coffee experience. There is plenty of natural lighting, and we loved the jungle theme it had going on. The food and coffee were amazing. We shared the big breakfast, and it was absolutely on point. It was better than most big brekkies I had in Sydney. I had a filtered coffee single origin selection, which was alright. B had the latte, which hit the spot, on par with Sydney coffee. The menu is plus with 16% on top of the menu prices. Seating was fairly limited and it filled up very fast. Make sure to get there early to get a good seat. Amolas Cafe is open every day from 7:30 AM to 9 PM. On their website, they sell themselves as a workplace, so make yourself comfortable and get some work done here. This cafe's lighting is on the darker side, but not overwhelmingly so. They have plenty of seats and you might want to nab a spot against a wall for a power outlet and some privacy. The highlight of this place is a swimming pool for your intra-work needs. Just remember to leave your laptop on the table before jumping in. I had the tuna spaghetti for 59k, which I thoroughly enjoyed. This was not canned tuna, it tasted like the real deal. B had a spaghetti alla olio, which had a spicy kick to it for 50k. Again, there is plus on top of the menu price, and I found it amusing that a nasi goreng cost more than the dishes we ordered. Fine by Satu Satu is open from 8 AM to 4 PM every day and pride themselves in their coffee. The place is entirely indoors and is well lit with heaps of natural lighting and has a decent amount of seating, although not all have power outlets. When we sat down for work, the background noise was just right. We had a power outlet to share, the Wi-Fi was good, and the chairs were comfortable. I had an iced black coffee for 33k and I was impressed. It was just as good as Australian coffee. We were spoiled for choice when it came to the food. The menu felt endless. I had the fried chicken for 89k and B had a zucchini pancake for 70k. We also shared a fried cauliflower with tomato for 30k. The food came quite fast and was simply delicious. The menu price was inclusive of tax and service charge, which was nice for a change. This cafe was our favorite. Everything was great. Strong coffee, yummy food, nice environment, and cheaper than most. I will visit again one day. Here are some tips before heading out to a cafe. If you're bringing a laptop, make sure you pack your charger and an adapter. We forgot those a few times and this limited the time we could spend there. Aim to get there earlier and avoid peak hours to secure yourself a good seat with a power outlet and privacy. Lastly, if you are budget conscious, watch out for the ++ on menus, meaning there is a tax and service charge on top of the menu prices. It was nice exploring those cafes and I might visit them occasionally, but in the end, I always find myself drawn back to the quiet comfort of home. It's where I work best. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, please like, comment and subscribe. And until next time, peace.